Happy Tuesday evening and welcome back to A Right Nice Pint. How are you? You fixed for a bit more drinking? I hope you are in good form this evening. We are back in the Perfect Draft. We are on Corona Extra in the Perfect Draft. One of the biggest selling beer brands in the entire world, Corona. I think it's fifth in the world in terms of best-selling beer brands, but it is Mexico's number one selling beer. However, on Beer Advocate, it does quite rate very low. However, on the Perfect Draft system, the Perfect Draft has been known for being able to enhance beers for some whatever reason. Everything that we've pretty much that I've tasted out of the Perfect Draft in comparison to its original always seems to have tasted better. Now, I'm not going to do a direct comparison with a bottle today. I will, however, do that pop that on for the next video. But let's just see what it's like served at 3 degrees out of a Perfect Draft system with this really cool looking glass that just looks like someone cut the top off the bottle. Get a right look there. Look at that. It's quite a unique shaped glass, to be fair. It is curved at the top, so it does look like it was the bottle, that it was a bottle. I also have the wedge and the lime wedges here as well, so we're going to put a slice of lime into this. They actually recommend just putting it on the glass. I hate adding anything to beer. It should really be already brewed to perfection as such. I don't think you should be throwing other things into beer after it's done, but once you get it out of a can or out of draft or whatever, and people just seem to do this. And I think with Corona, there's several stories on why they do it with the bottle. Some say it was to disinfect it, keep flies away in Mexico, and then someone else has the theory that it was just some marketing expert to say, hey, put a bit of lime in there, it just looks good. And that's what's made this the 5th biggest selling beer on the planet. Anyway, we're going to test it out in the Perfect Draft. I'm not a big fan of it in a bottle. In fact, the worst beer that we rated on the channel was their knockoff by Lidl, which is Camara or something like that, or Camaro. So this came from the Beer Gals, the Irish Perfect Draft suppliers of kegs and machines. They're based in Portarlington, thebeergals.com. For more, this comes in. If you're in the Republic of Ireland, it is €41.50 for a keg of Corona. And it's 4.5% ABV. Of course, you get €5 back on the keg as well. And at the moment, there are some short-dated kegs on there. So if you want to just get a quick one or two just to try out, you can check out the Beer Gals for more on that. They describe it as the number one selling beer in Mexico, and to expect a well-balanced, crisp lager with some sweet honey punching through with a mellow, malty finish. Iconic Mexican lager served with a lime, one for sunny days and barbecues. Pilsner style beer, 4.5% ABV. Thanks to the Beer Gals for this. So let's get the pour, and I'm going to skim it as well, like I've done with all the other beers, and I've rinsed this glass and everything before I've started the video. So that's what I do with everything, because it seems to, in my opinion, it's improving the beer. That's why they do it in Europe. They do it in Germany. They do it in Belgium. They do it in the Netherlands and stuff as well. So we're going to do that with the Corona, and we're going to add in the wedge of lime as well. So here we go. Perfect Draft Corona. I have never seen this on tap anywhere in the world. If you have, bar a Perfect Draft, do tell me where you saw it. Where can you buy Corona, a pint of Corona? So here we go. That actually looks... Sorry, my laptop has gone nearly into sleep mode there, so... there we go. Anyway, look at that. Without adding the wedge on there, that looks really, really nice, I have to say. Looks good. It looks nice in the glass. So let's add the wedge of lime. So they actually recommend on the back of the keg, they recommend serving it like that. It looks cool. In all fairness, it looks like I'm abroad, and I'm like, I just has this image that you're sitting on a beach having a drink in 30-degree heat in your shorts, getting a tan, even though I just burn anyway, But that's what it looks like to me. You've got a lovely pale Pale yellow, the typical pale yellow from the Corona that you'd see like on the bottles of Corona. Okay, I should have maybe not added the lime because all I'm smelling is bloody lime now, but yeah, the lime is really throwing this off for me. So okay, you can smell the malts coming through. I get a skunky aroma normally on the bottle, off the bottle now. And to be fair, there isn't really much of that here. In fairness, the smell is okay. There may be a slight kind of that, what you'd call that skunkiness, whatever that is, and I don't actually know what it is that causes that. But you'd expect it possibly out of a bottle, maybe out of the draft for it to smell cleaner. It certainly does smell a bit better than what the bottle would be, and there's citrus aromas there as well, but then again I had lime stuck into it, but the head is fairly dissipated there isn't much of the head left. Anyway, I'm going to taste this without the lime, and then I'm going to put the lime in to the actual glass. Okay, so sláinte, you guys. Okay, you know what, first impressions, that is nicer than the bottle. There's an improvement on that from the bottle, in my opinion. From the first taste, it's crisp. It tastes cleaner than your bottles of Corona. Lovely malty taste there. Hint of citrus coming through as well. Bit of something else. Bit more of a fruity taste there. Let's see what it is. Possibly a hint of apple, maybe? It is much, it is much bloody nicer out of the Perfect Draft than out of the bottle. Now, the only thing I'm disappointed about, I don't know, maybe my glass was not clean enough, but I would have thought it was, but the head has kind of disappeared quite quickly there, so I'm just actually going to just put a little bit more into this, and then I'm going to add in the lime. Now this, even though all I've said there is that this tastes better than the bottle, for me it's still a good lager on the PD, because the Perfect Draft has some fantastic options on the lager, or on lagers. This does taste good. It tastes fine. It's inoffensive. It's an improvement on the original product for sure. So I know people love to diss Corona, and I am one of those. I do not like it out of the bottle at all. So even though I'm saying that now, I am going to do a bottle versus the pint video shortly as well, just to see how much of a difference there is. But that actually does taste good. I was actually talking to the beer gals earlier. Someone ordered 12 kegs off them of Corona. So it's one of their most popular selling beers. And I've noticed that from the website as well. There's a lot of reviews, and decent reviews from the Corona on there. But yes, it is nicely balanced. It's quite sweet. It tastes good. I can't diss it. People love to diss it. I would love to be looking at the very negative points. The only thing I can say is it's certainly not the best lager on the Perfect Draft in my opinion, but it's not a million miles away. It is quite pleasant. So let's get a taste with the lime in it. The lime doesn't add anything bad to this. The lime has actually kind of improved the beer somewhat. I hate adding fruits or anything to a beer, but as subtle as that limey taste is, even though it's not in there that long, it does kind of help the beer. Because when you have a really hot day, there's barbecues, or I don't know if you could possibly bring that camping with you. I don't know if you could. You might get away with it, maybe with a generator or something. That would just be ideal. That would be perfect. A really hot day. That'd be really, really nice. Yeah, okay, so you know what? For me, it's quite decent on the Perfect Draft. I'm not going to completely diss this, although I thought I might be. I'm really surprised. Really nice at 3 degrees out of the machine. It's going to get a solid score. I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10 on the Perfect Draft system. Corona, fairly decent, nothing wrong with it. But, like I said, there are better lagers on the Perfect Draft. It's not the best one, but it's a huge improvement from the bottle, in my opinion. So, if you want one, in the Republic of Ireland, if you haven't got a machine, first of all, beergals.com, they sell them. And if you're looking for a Corona, you can also get it. I think the short dated kegs are €35. They are selling some short dated ones, ones that are almost out. If you want to try one first. But apart from that, it's €41.50, worked at about €3.48 a pint, which is good. You pay if you go to a bar. How much is a bottle? Like €5 for a bottle of Corona. That's what, 330 mil. You're getting a pint of it for $3.48. You know, you're getting plenty bang for your buck, really, aren't you? So, yeah, if you want to check out thebeergals.com if you're in the Republic of Ireland, for the Corona on draft. They also, I think, sell the glasses as well. Beerhawk.co.uk if you're in the UK, of course, as well. Do check it out, try it out, and if you've had this, let me know your thoughts. I want to know your thoughts. You know, at the end of the day, it's a lager. Lagers are fairly blandish anyway, but you know, you can get good ones and you get really bloody bad ones. That's just somewhere in the middle. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on Corona and the Perfect Draft if you've had it. If you've enjoyed the review, hit like, hit subscribe as well. And by the way, big thank you to all the new subscribers to the channel in the last week. We've had quite a number of people hitting the subscribe button, which I'm absolutely delighted about. So thank you so much. Remember, it's free to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. It just means you get notified when I put up a new video, and on the Perfect Draft or on the Blade or on the Pinter or whatever other machine I've got knocking around the place. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and we see you soon for a right nice pint.